Hello and welcome. Today's topic is very powerful. One life, no regrets. You have one life, not two lives, not 10 lives. One life, one chance to use your time, one chance to follow your dreams, one chance to become the person you were meant to be, one chance to love deeply, work honestly, learn daily, grow stronger, and live with courage. But many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect time, waiting for confidence, waiting for permission, waiting for everyone to support them, waiting until fear disappears, waiting until life becomes easy. And slowly, time passes. Days become months. Months become years. And one day, people look back and ask themselves, why did I wait so long? Why did I care so much about other people's opinions? Why did I not start earlier? Why did I waste my time in fear, doubt, and overthinking? That pain is called regret. Regret is not only about mistakes. Sometimes regret comes from the things we never tried, the words we never said, the dreams we never followed, the risks we were too afraid to take, the life we wanted, but never had the courage to build. So this lesson is a wake-up call. Do not live like you have unlimited time. Do not waste your life trying to please everyone. Do not let fear become the boss of your future. Do not wait until it is too late to start living with purpose. In this video, you will learn 8 powerful mindsets to live with courage, clarity, and no regrets. And this lesson is also for your English practice, so listen carefully. Repeat the powerful sentences. Learn useful English words. Practice your listening. Practice your speaking. And use this video to improve your English and your mindset at the same time. If this lesson helps you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps this channel grow, and it helps you keep learning powerful English lessons every day. Now take a deep breath. Remember this: you have one life. Use it wisely. Live it bravely. And do not leave your dreams waiting forever. Mindset 1. Stop waiting for the perfect time. This is one of the biggest reasons people live with regret. They wait too long. They say, I will start when I am ready. I will speak English when I feel confident. I will apply for that job when my English is perfect. I will start my business when I have more money. I will change my life when everything becomes easy. I will follow my dream later. But listen carefully. The perfect time almost never comes. Life will never be completely easy. You will never feel 100% ready. You will never have zero fear. You will never have everything perfectly arranged. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you may wait your whole life. And that is dangerous, because time does not stop for your fear. Time does not wait for your confidence. Time does not pause until you feel ready. Time keeps moving. Every day you delay, your dream moves further away. Every day you wait, your confidence becomes weaker. Every day you avoid action, regret becomes stronger. So what should you do? Start before you feel ready. Start small. Start with what you have. Start from where you are. You do not need perfect conditions. You need a serious decision. You do not need a perfect plan. You need one small action. You do not need to know everything. You need the courage to begin. For example, if you want to improve your English, do not wait until you have more time. Start today. Listen for 10 minutes. Repeat 5 sentences. Learn 1 new word. Speak 1 small paragraph. If you want to become healthier, do not wait for Monday. Start today. Walk for 10 minutes. Drink more water. Eat 1 healthy meal. Sleep a little earlier. If you want to change your life, Do not wait for a perfect year. Start with this day. Start with this morning. Start with this moment. Because big change begins with small action. Many people think action comes after confidence. But the truth is different. Confidence often comes after action. First you act, then you learn, then you improve, then you become confident. If you wait for confidence before starting, you may never start. But if you start with fear, slowly fear becomes smaller. If you practice with mistakes, slowly your skill becomes stronger. If you move with uncertainty, slowly your path becomes clearer. This is how life works. You do not become ready by waiting. You become ready by starting. Think about this. The person who starts badly is still ahead of the person who never starts. The person who makes mistakes is still learning more than the person who only watches. The person who tries and fails is still growing more than the person who stays safe forever. So do not be ashamed of small beginnings. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident speaker was once nervous. Every successful person once started with doubt. Every strong person once had a weak beginning. The difference is, they started. They did not wait forever. They took the first step. And that first step changed everything. So ask yourself, what am I delaying? What dream am I keeping for later? What skill do I want to learn? What change do I need to make? What action can I take today? Do not answer with excuses. Answer with action. If you cannot do a big thing, do a small thing. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot speak fluently, speak slowly. If you cannot study for 1 hour, study for 10 minutes. If you cannot change your whole life today, change one habit today. That is how you build a no-regret life. You stop waiting. You stop delaying. You stop saying one day. You start saying, today. Now. This moment. I will begin. Repeat these powerful sentences. I will not wait for the perfect time. I will start with what I have. I will take one step today. I will learn as I go. I will not let fear delay my life. I have one life, and I will not waste it waiting. Remember this lesson. The perfect time is not coming, but your chance is here now. Start today, because one day you will wish you had started earlier. Mindset 2. Choose courage over fear. Fear is a normal part of life. Everyone feels fear. Even confident people feel fear. Even successful people feel fear. Even strong people feel fear. Fear does not mean you are weak. Fear means you are human. But the problem starts when fear controls your life. Fear says, do not try, do not speak, do not apply, do not take the risk, do not start, do not change, do not dream too big. Fear wants to keep you safe. But sometimes, fear also keeps you stuck. Fear can protect you from danger. But fear can also protect you from growth. And if you always listen to fear, your life becomes smaller. You stop trying new things. You stop speaking your truth. You stop following your dreams. You stop taking opportunities. You stop becoming the person you can become. This is why courage is important. Courage does not mean you have no fear. Courage means you feel fear, but you still take action. Courage means your hands may shake, but you still try. Courage means your voice may tremble, but you still speak. Courage means your mind may doubt, but you still move forward. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action in the presence of fear. This is life-changing. Because many people wait for fear to disappear. They say, I will speak English when I stop feeling nervous. I will start my dream when I stop feeling afraid. I will take action when I feel fully confident. But fear may not disappear first. Sometimes you must act while fear is still there. You must practice English while nervous. You must apply for the job while unsure. You must start the project while doubting yourself. You must take the first step while your mind is still asking questions. That is courage. And every time you choose courage, fear loses power. Fear becomes smaller when you face it. Confidence becomes stronger when you practice. Your life becomes bigger when you stop running away. Think about English speaking. Many learners are afraid to speak. They think, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh? What if my pronunciation is wrong? What if I forget words? But if you never speak because of fear, your English will not improve. You improve by speaking. You improve by making mistakes. You improve by trying again. Mistakes are not the enemy. Fear of mistakes is the enemy. So speak. Speak slowly. Speak simply. Speak with mistakes. Speak with courage. Every sentence you speak makes you stronger. Every mistake teaches you something. Every practice builds confidence. This is not only about English. This is about life. If you want a no-regret life, you must stop making fear your leader. Fear can be in the car, but fear should not drive the car. You must drive. Your purpose must drive. Your dreams must drive. Your future must drive. Fear can speak, but you do not have to obey. Fear can say, you cannot do it. You can answer, I will try. Fear can say, you will fail. You can answer, I will learn. Fear can say, people will judge you. You can answer, this is my life. Fear can say, stay where you are. You can answer, I was born to grow. That is courage. Courage is choosing growth even when comfort is easier. Courage is choosing action even when excuses are available. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action in the presence of fear. This is life-changing. Because many people wait for fear to disappear. They say, I will speak English when I stop feeling nervous. I will start my dream when I stop feeling afraid. I will take action when I feel fully confident. But fear may not disappear first. Sometimes you must act while fear is still there. You must practice English while nervous. You must apply for the job while unsure. You must start the project while doubting yourself. You must take the first step while your mind is still asking questions. That is courage. And every time you choose courage, fear loses power. Fear becomes smaller when you face it. Confidence becomes stronger when you practice. Your life becomes bigger when you stop running away. Think about English speaking. Many learners are afraid to speak. They think, what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh? What if my pronunciation is wrong? What if I forget words? But if you never speak because of fear, your English will not improve. You improve by speaking. You improve by making mistakes. You improve by trying again. Mistakes are not the enemy. Fear of mistakes is the enemy. So speak. Speak slowly. Speak simply. Speak with mistakes. Speak with courage. Every sentence you speak makes you stronger. Every mistake teaches you something. Every practice builds confidence. This is not only about English. This is about life. If you want a no-regret life, you must stop making fear your leader. Fear can be in the car, but fear should not drive the car. You must drive. Your purpose must drive. Your dreams must drive. Your future must drive. Fear can speak, but you do not have to obey. Fear can say, you cannot do it. You can answer, I will try. Fear can say, you will fail. You can answer, I will learn. Fear can say, people will judge you. You can answer, "This is my life." Fear can say, "Stay where you are." You can answer, "I was born to grow." That is courage. Courage is choosing growth even when comfort is easier. Courage is choosing action even when excuses are available. Courage is choosing your future even when your fear is loud. Now ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Am I afraid of failure? Am I afraid of rejection? Am I afraid of judgment? Am I afraid of starting again? Am I afraid of speaking English? Am I afraid of changing my life? Be honest with yourself. Then ask, what is one brave step I can take today? Maybe your brave step is sending a message. Maybe your brave step is recording your voice in English. Maybe your brave step is applying for a job. Maybe your brave step is starting your study again. Maybe your brave step is saying no. Maybe your brave step is saying yes to a new opportunity. Maybe your brave step is believing in yourself one more time. Courage does not always look big. Sometimes courage is quiet. Sometimes courage is waking up and trying again. Sometimes courage is practicing English when you feel embarrassed. Sometimes courage is leaving a bad habit. Sometimes courage is choosing peace. Sometimes courage is starting from zero. But every brave step matters. Repeat these powerful sentences. I choose courage over fear. I can feel fear and still move forward. I will not let fear control my life. I will speak even if I make mistakes. I will try even if I feel nervous. I will grow even if it is uncomfortable. I have one life, and I will live it with courage. Remember this lesson. A life controlled by fear becomes a life full of regret. But a life guided by courage becomes a life full of growth. So choose courage today. Not because it is easy, but because your life is too valuable to be controlled by fear. Mindset 3. Do what your future self will thank you. For this is a powerful way to make better decisions. Before you waste time, ask yourself, will my future self thank me for this? Before you give up, ask yourself, will my future self be proud of this choice? Before you delay your dream, ask yourself, will my future self regret this? Your future self is the person you are becoming, the person you will be 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. That person is being created by your choices today. If you practice English today, your future self will thank you. If you save money today, your future self will thank you. If you take care of your health today, your future self will thank you. If you leave bad habits today, your future self will thank you. If you work on your dream today, your future self will thank you. But if you waste time every day, your future self will suffer. If you keep delaying, your future self will feel regret. If you choose comfort again and again, your future self will pay the price. This is why your daily choices matter. Many people think life changes because of one big decision. But most of the time, life changes because of small daily decisions. You decide to wake up early. You decide to practice English. You decide to read. You decide to exercise. You decide to save money. You decide to learn a skill. You decide to stop wasting time. These choices may look small today, but after months and years, they become your life. Your habits today become your results tomorrow. Your discipline today becomes your confidence tomorrow. Your practice today becomes your success tomorrow. So do not only think about what feels good now, think about what will help you later. There are two voices inside many people. One voice says, relax now. Skip today. Do it tomorrow. Enjoy comfort. Forget your goals. The other voice says, stay focused. Take action. Practice now. Build your future. Do what matters. A no-regret life comes when you listen to the second voice. Not every time perfectly, but again and again. Because your future is not built by feelings. Your future is built by decisions. Sometimes the right decision is not easy. Studying when you feel lazy is not easy. Practicing English when you feel nervous is not easy. Saving money when you want to spend is not easy. Walking away from toxic people is not easy. Starting again after failure is not easy. But easy choices can create a hard life. And hard choices can create an easier future. This is an important lesson. If you always choose what is easy today, life may become difficult later. But if you choose discipline today, your future can become better. For example, English practice may feel difficult now. Repeating sentences may feel boring. Learning grammar may feel slow. Speaking may feel uncomfortable. But after some time, you will speak better. You will understand more. You will feel confident. Then your future self will say, "Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for starting when it was hard." That is the power of thinking about your future self. It helps you make wiser choices today. Now ask yourself, what kind of future do I want? Do I want a future full of regret? Or a future full of pride? Do I want to say, "I wish I had started"? Or do I want to say, "I am glad I did not quit"? Your answer should guide your actions. Every day, give your future self a gift. Not always a big gift, a small gift. 10 minutes of English practice, 1 page of reading, 1 healthy meal, 1 honest conversation, 1 brave action, 1 step toward your dream. These small gifts become a better life. Repeat these powerful sentences. I will make choices my future self will thank me for. I will not destroy my future for temporary comfort. I will practice today so I can improve tomorrow. I will take action today so I can live with pride tomorrow. I have one life, and I will build it wisely. Remember this lesson. Your future self is waiting for the results of today's choices. So do something today that future you will be proud of. Mindset 4. Stop living for other people's opinions. Many people do not live their real life. They live a life designed by other people's opinions. They ask, what will people think? What will people say? Will they laugh at me? Will they judge me? Will they support me? Will they understand me? And because of these questions, they stop themselves. They hide their dreams. They silence their voice. They avoid opportunities. They do not start. They do not speak. They do not grow. They become prisoners of other people's opinions. But listen carefully. You cannot build a free life if your mind is controlled by everyone. People will always have opinions. If you try, people may judge you. If you fail, people may talk. If you succeed, people may criticize. If you change, people may misunderstand. If you stay the same, people may still complain. So if people can judge you either way, why not live your life with courage? Why not follow your purpose? Why not do what is right for your future? Why not become the person you truly want to be? This does not mean you should disrespect everyone. It does not mean you should ignore good advice. Good advice can help you. Wise people can guide you. Feedback can improve you. But there is a big difference between advice and opinion. Advice helps you grow. Opinion often tries to control you. Advice comes from wisdom. Opinion often comes from fear, jealousy, misunderstanding, or habit. So learn to listen carefully. Take useful advice, but do not let random opinions decide your life. If you want to improve your English, some people may laugh at your mistakes. Practice anyway. If you want to start something new, Some people may say you cannot do it. Start anyway. If you want to change your life, some people may not understand. Change anyway. Because at the end of your life, you will not answer for their opinions. You will answer for your choices. You will look back at your own life. You will remember the dreams you followed. You will remember the chances you took. You will remember the courage you showed. Or you will remember the dreams you buried because you were afraid of judgment. That is why this mindset is powerful. Other people's opinions are not your life. Other people's doubts are not your destiny. Other people's criticism is not your identity. You must know who you are. You must know what matters to you. You must know where you are going. When you have strong purpose, outside noise becomes weaker. When you respect yourself, people's judgment hurts less. When you focus on growth, criticism becomes less important. Think about English learners. Many learners are afraid to speak English because they worry about people laughing. But if you never speak, how will you improve? If you never make mistakes, how will you learn? If you always hide your voice, how will you build confidence? You must choose growth over embarrassment. You must choose practice over pride. You must choose your future over people's temporary comments. Maybe someone laughs today, but one day your English will improve. Maybe someone doubts you today, but one day your progress will speak. Maybe someone does not believe in you today, but one day your life can become the answer. So do not waste your one life trying to please everyone. You cannot make everyone happy. You cannot make everyone understand you. You cannot get approval from all people. And you do not need to. You need self-respect. You need courage. You need purpose. You need discipline. You need to live in a way that makes your future self proud. Repeat these powerful sentences. I will not live for other people's opinions. I will take advice, but I will not be controlled by judgment. I will speak even if people criticize me. I will grow even if people do not understand me. I will follow my purpose with courage. I have one life, and I will not waste it pleasing everyone. Remember this lesson. A life lived for approval becomes a life full of regret. But a life lived with purpose becomes a life full of freedom. So stop asking everyone for permission to become yourself. This is your life. Live it with courage. Mindset 5. Take risks that help you grow. If you want to live with no regrets, you cannot always choose the safest path. A safe life may feel comfortable, but sometimes, too much comfort becomes a cage. Many people do not grow because they avoid every risk. They avoid speaking English because they may make mistakes. They avoid applying for a better job because they may be rejected. They avoid starting something new because they may fail. They avoid changing their life because they feel afraid of the unknown. But listen carefully. Not every risk is bad. Some risks are dangerous and foolish, but some risks are necessary for growth. A good risk is a risk that can teach you, improve you, strengthen you, or move you closer to your dream. For example, speaking English in front of people is a risk, but it helps you grow. Applying for a job is a risk, but it can open a new opportunity. Starting a new skill is a risk, but it can change your future. Leaving a bad habit is a risk, but it can save your life. Trying again after failure is a risk, but it can build confidence. If you never take any risk, you may avoid failure. But you may also avoid success. You may avoid embarrassment, but you may also avoid growth. You may avoid rejection, but you may also avoid opportunity. A no-regret life does not mean you do everything without thinking. It means you make brave and wise decisions. Before taking a risk, ask yourself, can this help me grow? Can this teach me something? Can this improve my future? Can this make me stronger? Can this move me closer to the life I want? If the answer is yes, then maybe the risk is worth taking. Remember this: growth often begins outside your comfort zone. If something feels uncomfortable, it does not always mean it is wrong. Sometimes it means you are growing. Learning English can feel uncomfortable. Speaking in an interview can feel uncomfortable. Starting a new journey can feel uncomfortable. Changing your habits can feel uncomfortable. But comfort is not always your friend. Sometimes comfort keeps you stuck. So take smart risks, take brave steps, try new things, learn from mistakes, grow through experience. Repeat these powerful sentences. I will take risks that help me grow. I will not stay small because I am afraid. I will try, learn, and improve. I will choose growth over comfort. I have one life, and I will not waste it playing small. A life with no risks may look safe, but it can become a life full of regret. Take the risk that your future self will thank you for. Mindset 6. Value time more than money. Money is important. We need money for food, home, family, education, health, and a better life. But money is not more valuable than time. Because money can come back, but time never comes back. If you lose money, you may earn it again. But if you lose one day, that day is gone forever. If you waste 1 year, that year will never return. This is why time is one of the most powerful things in life. Many people understand the value of money, but they do not understand the value of time. They protect their money, but they waste their hours. They are careful before spending money, but careless before spending their life. They give hours to useless scrolling. They give days to overthinking. They give years to fear, delay, and toxic people. Then later, they regret. They say, I wish I had used my time better. I wish I had learned earlier. I wish I had practiced more. I wish I had started when I was younger. Do not wait until later to understand the value of time. Understand it now. Your time is your life. When you waste time, you waste life. When you use time wisely, you build life. So ask yourself, where is my time going? Is my time going to growth? Is my time going to learning? Is my time going to health? Is my time going to my dream? Or is my time going to distraction, fear, and useless habits? This question can change your life. You do not need to use every minute perfectly. You are human. You need rest. You need peace. You need time with family. You need time to relax. But there is a difference between rest and wasting life. Rest gives you energy. Wasting time takes your energy. Rest helps you return stronger. Wasting time makes you feel empty. So use your time with awareness. If you have 10 minutes, practice English. If you have 20 minutes, read something useful. If you have 1 hour, work on your goal. If you have free time, use some of it for growth. Small time used wisely becomes big progress. 10 minutes of English every day becomes many hours in 1 year. 1 page every day becomes many books in 1 year. 1 small habit every day becomes a new identity. Do not underestimate small daily time. Your future is built inside your daily schedule. Repeat these powerful sentences. My time is valuable. I will not waste my life on useless things. I will use my time to learn, grow, and improve. I will protect my focus. I will respect my days. I have one life, and I will use my time wisely. Time is not just something you spend. Time is the material your life is made of. Use it carefully. Mindset 7. Forgive yourself and move forward. Because many people do not regret only the future they did not build. They also suffer because of the past they cannot change. They keep thinking about old mistakes, old failures, old wrong decisions, old missed chances, old relationships, old pain. They keep punishing themselves again and again. But listen carefully. You cannot change the past by hating yourself. You cannot fix yesterday by destroying today. You cannot build a better future if your mind is always trapped in old mistakes. Yes, you made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Maybe you trusted the wrong person. Maybe you wasted time. Maybe you failed. Maybe you said the wrong thing. Maybe you missed an opportunity. Maybe you did not take your life seriously before. But you are still here. You still have today. You still have a chance to grow. The purpose of a mistake is not to keep you in shame forever. The purpose of a mistake is to teach you. Learn the lesson. Accept the truth. Take responsibility. Then move forward. Forgiving yourself does not mean you pretend nothing happened. It does not mean you ignore your mistakes. It means you stop using your past as a weapon against yourself. It means you say, yes, I made mistakes. But I can learn. I can change. I can become better. I do not have to live in regret forever. This is powerful. Because self-forgiveness gives you energy to grow. When you forgive yourself, you stop living only in pain. You start living with wisdom. You become more mature. You become more careful. You become stronger. Think about English learning. Maybe you started learning English many times and stopped. Maybe you wasted months. Maybe you felt lazy. Maybe you were afraid to speak. Maybe you made mistakes and felt embarrassed. Do not hate yourself. Start again. Your past delay does not have to become your future failure. You can begin today. You can practice today. You can improve today. A new chapter can start with one honest decision. Repeat these powerful sentences. I forgive myself for my past mistakes. I will learn from my past, but I will not live there. I will not punish myself forever. I can start again. I can become better. I have one life, and I will move forward with wisdom. Remember this lesson. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Learn from it. Forgive yourself, and move forward. Mindset 8. Live with purpose. Every day, purpose means you know why you are living. You know what matters to you. You know what kind of person you want to become. You know what you want to build with your time, energy, and life. A life without purpose can feel empty. You may wake up, eat, work, scroll, sleep, and repeat the same day again and again. But deep inside, you may feel something is missing. That missing thing is meaning. Purpose gives meaning to your life. Purpose gives direction to your choices. Purpose helps you say no to distractions. Purpose helps you continue when life becomes hard. Purpose helps you wake up with energy. You do not need a huge purpose to start. You do not need to change the whole world. Your purpose can begin simply. To become better than yesterday. To support your family. To improve your English. To build a better future. To help other people. To become healthier. To live with peace. To use your talent. To grow into a stronger person. The important thing is this. Do not live blindly. Do not let every day pass without meaning. Ask yourself every morning, what is my purpose today? What is one useful thing I can do? How can I become better today? How can I help someone today? How can I move closer to my dream today? When you live with purpose, even small actions become powerful. Practicing English is not just practice. It becomes preparation for your future. Reading a book is not just reading. It becomes growth. Working hard is not just work. It becomes building your life. Helping your family is not just responsibility. It becomes love. Taking care of your health is not just exercise. It becomes self-respect. Purpose changes the meaning of your actions. A no-regret life is not always easy. You will still face problems. You will still feel tired. You will still make mistakes. You will still have difficult days. But purpose helps you continue. Purpose says, keep going. This matters. Your life has meaning. Your effort is not wasted. Your growth is important. So live with purpose. Speak with purpose. Work with purpose. Learn with purpose. Practice English with purpose. Use your time with purpose. Love people with purpose. Build your future with purpose. Repeat these powerful sentences. I will live with purpose. I will not waste my one life. I will use my time wisely. I will grow every day. I will build a life I am proud of. I have one life, and I will live it with meaning. Remember this final lesson. A life with purpose becomes a life with power. So do not only exist. Live. Do not only dream. Act. Do not only wait. Begin. Do not only fear. Choose courage. Do not only regret. Change. You have one life. Make it meaningful. Make it brave. Make it honest. Make it powerful. And live in a way that your future self can look back and say, I did not waste my life. I lived with courage. I lived with purpose. I lived with no regrets.